All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Shibui Anime Tower. We are back and open for business. Today, this is going to be Shibui Talks, where two OGs talk about anime. And on today's menu will be English dub versus English sub. Which one do you prefer? And
Very
I'm
spicy topic.
super spicy. But hey, let me not forget also, I am Darklight, and I'm here with my lovely co-host,
Mayo
Maya
Getsu.
Gesser.
I got you.
All right, I want to let you take a minute, but yeah. So we're gonna just kind of jump into it because this topic has probably been going on for years, and there's still a big debate on it.
Definitely
Which
an
I
age
really
old
do,
debate.
yeah, I really don't know why there's a debate on it. If you like dub, then you like dub. If you like sub, you like sub. Sometimes certain people just can't get over voice acting for different, characters. But anyway, let me just start out with the first question. Maya guessing, which one do you prefer, subbed or dubbed?
I prefer subbed. I'm kind of I mean, don't get me wrong. Either way, hey, you like anime, whatever you like is what you like, and it's perfectly fine. It's all good. Dub, sub, whatever, man. It's all part of a great community. I love it. But me, I'm more of a purist. I think like the dub takes something away from it for me. I don't know what it is, if it's like some of the emotion or it just makes it just a little bit more corny for me. But
Mm.
I mean, it don't to be honest, the only dub that I've really like watched and was happy about was Dragon Ball. But that's kind of
Yeah.
a childhood kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, well, I've seen like Yu-Gi-Oh dubbed and stuff, but go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so that's just pretty much your preference. Back then, a lot of our animes were dubbed. So, yeah. We didn't have access to straight up subbed and internet like we do now. So,
Yep.
we can be able to catch a lot of it in its original tone. So, I understand that. In my case, I will have to say it really doesn't matter. But as of late, I'm not gonna say late because it wasn't that late. I guess I could say I pretty much prefer subbed as well. But there are OG animes out there that if I were to go back and watch them, I won't be. It'll be hard for me to watch them in sub. Like if I wanted to watch the OG Dragon Ball Z, I can't do it in sub because I've already watched everything in dubbed.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and that'll be stuff like Yu Yu Hakusho, Gundam Wing, Trigun. It'll be hard to be for me to watch those and subbed again.
Yeah.
If I wanted to go back, I would have to literally watch them dubbed. And probably toward my college years when a lot of anime started hitting Hulu and stuff like that on a regular basis, my go-to start-off point will be to probably watch a lot of the anime in dubbed.
So more when you
Uh,
had the actual option to watch it subtitled, then you chose that route.
yeah. So, because Hulu started giving you that preference. Oh, do you want to watch it in dubbed or what you want to watch in sub? Then it led on to pretty much yeah. That's pretty much my college years. But after that, yeah, it was like now everything has to be in subs.
Yep.
I gotta hear it in its original language,
Yep.
and so
I look, I
I
get, I
just
get it from both sides, though. You know what I mean? I understand both arguments, and I know a lot of people don't like to read and try to watch what's happening at the same time. A lot of people find it hard to follow, and I totally get it. And it takes, at first it's not easy, like trying to watch subs and try to look at what's going on, but it's something you kind of got to get used to, I think. And then once you do it for
yeah,
a little while, it's you get the hang of it.
yeah, you pretty much have to get used to it. Sitting because sitting there have to look, read the subtitles, and then have to look right up into the screen. I
Yeah.
think that takes a good moment of practice. You have to
Right.
literally push
There's
yourself to
definitely
it.
a barrier for entry when it comes to that.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like starting off a whole brand new game that you just branched off to. It's gonna be that big learning curve that you have to get through.
Yep.
So yeah, I do understand. But to all those out there, whether you're watching this video, y'all please, this is just us having a conversation. Do not make this a whole debate. I
Hmm.
mean, y'all let us know down there in the comments what y'all believe. What would y'all like? What y'all prefer? I mean, um, because like I
Yeah,
said, if you
I
love,
don't think it's a debate. You know what I mean? I don't find
yeah,
it as a debate. I find it as just kind of a preference. Which what do you prefer? You know what I mean? I think whatever you're watching is good. You know?
yeah, because now we're starting to get this anime community is starting to get bigger and bigger. So we are probably here in a way to say if you love an anime, no matter if it's dubbed or sub, hey, we're right behind you 100% regardless. So,
Exactly. We all
um,
like the same thing.
yeah. So, I mean, if you're a dub person, then hey, enjoy it. If you sub, enjoy it. I mean, we're saying the same thing regardless, just in different language or different style. So, but yeah.
Sometimes they gotta like do some extra movements on the mouth and like say a little bit different stuff. Sometimes if you
Yeah,
look at the differences, it's a little wonky, like the way it gets translated.
yeah. I mean, they do have to probably edit the mouth a little bit just so it can make it seem like it's English.
Hmm.
Um, but other than that, I guess probably my main preference would be subbed as it is now. That's pretty much the same if I were to play something like Final Fantasy. Most likely its original language is in Japanese. So I got
Yeah,
to play the game in Japanese with its subtitles because I'm like,
yeah,
this
I'm the
is his
same.
original. So yeah, it is sometimes it's very interesting to go back and forth between them to be like, okay, I when you first watching it sub, then you be like, okay, let me see it in its dub
Yeah,
language.
that's real hard for me to do, man. I tried to do that. I never watched Naruto dubbed. I didn't even know what the
Mm,
characters sounded like, and my kids started watching Naruto,
mm,
and they watched it dubbed, and I was sitting there watching it. I'm like, oh my god, this is so much different. This is not the same feeling to me at all. It didn't even feel like the same thing remotely to me. But that's just because I watched it subtitled. You know what I mean? And it was like
yeah,
it was just different.
yeah, because that's kind of like what my son did a while back. Um, he was watching Rurouni Kenshin. Me and him was able to stay up really good and watching the English dub because he's not that fast of a reader.
Right.
So English dub, and like I said, during my time, it was on Toonami. It was 110% English dub. Then it got to the point I said, you know what? Let me try this experiment. Let me see his, put it in sub to see how the voice acting is and the change up. And I was like, you know what? That first episode said, nah, I can't do
Yeah.
it. It's hard.
Right.
I was so used to hear because certain characters might sound a little bit on the feminine side, and it'd be probably when you watch it in the dub version, it's like he's a total buff kind of character,
Uh huh.
like he's a macho man. So it's
It's hard
like,
when you're
yeah,
invested into something already. You know what I mean? If
yeah,
you've watched like the whole series already, and then you try to like switch it up, then it just don't feel right at all.
yeah. It really doesn't.
But
So
that goes either way. Even if you watched it dubbed and you tried to watch it subtitled, it would probably feel completely different and it wouldn't, be the same to you.
yeah, but I mean, it's kind of fun. So even if there's a new anime come out, because a lot of the animes that come out, they're gonna start off with sub, and then they become, you have to probably wait a couple of weeks, maybe a few weeks until dub come out.
Most of them,
Do
yeah.
you do you ever see yourself in the future where if an anime come out, it's gonna be strictly 110% dub from the beginning? Would you watch it?
Uh, I mean, I think there's some. I mean, there's very few. I think there is some like that now, but I can't. Me, I'm always gonna pick subbed. To me, just
Mm,
the way the Japanese sound is just so much more powerful, in my
yeah.
opinion. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? They just have this like raw emotion thing that kind of lacks in the dub.
Yeah. I do understand it. I mean, I've actually tried my best to hear it in another language, in French, German, and those
You know
still
what?
sound. Some of them
Yeah,
still
yeah.
sound really good. I was
They
like,
do, they
I
do,
was,
yeah. Dude, I was watching a
so
Portuguese one, and I'm like, damn, that sounds pretty good, actually. Like they're doing it.
yeah, other languages sound really good. I guess it
Yeah.
goes for the difference in the anime. Uh, because I guess if you think about it, Dragon Ball Z would probably be the best language in English dubbed. Then you probably have some of your. I don't know. I'm not gonna even say that because everybody prefer it differently. Like I said, and I'm not trying to turn this to a big debate. So I don't know. Maybe I guess it goes with the difference in anime. Which one would you prefer? Because now you
Yeah.
sit back and you talking about you can go back to One Piece, which is a very long running series. If you were to listen to it in dub, as I have when there was Fox Kids or Four Kids back
Yeah,
then
right,
when
right.
it aired, it'd be it's literally hard to be able to be like I gotta watch 60, 70 episodes and sub now, especially on my end. So
Yeah,
I
no
don't know,
doubt.
but
I just started watching that. I'm on like literally episode 70, and I started subtitled. So
ooh,
now for me to switch, it would be really weird. I don't even know, like, it'd be so much different.
yeah, yeah,
It wouldn't have the
because
same feeling. Like Luffy wouldn't feel the same, Zoro wouldn't feel the same. It would just be so much different.
yeah, because you have gotten that bond with the voice actor,
Right,
so
exactly.
it would be hard to be like, okay, I just went from his original Japanese language to English now. So you're like, it don't,
Yep.
yeah, that you lose that emotion, and kind of like having your favorite toy.
Exactly. Exactly. And certain things
So
just like stick in your head. Like if you think about it, like what does Goku sound like? In your head, what does Goku sound like to you?
you
You
mean
know?
homely?
Like
No,
he
I mean,
sounds
hey,
like
hold on.
Sean
You talking
Schemmel,
about?
you know what I mean? He don't Goku don't sound like the Japanese version of me. He sounds like the English version of Goku in my head. Now, if you did
Yeah.
something different from that, it would be really awkward. I'd be like, "No, that ain't Goku. That ain't Goku. I don't know what that is."
You know what? You are right. Sitting back watching Dragon Ball because I watched Dragon Ball in English, even though they were supposed to be 100% Japanese, and then watching Dragon Ball Z during my time, and then watching Dragon Ball Super because those were in English dub when I seen them. They'd come back and watch Super in
Right.
straight up chap and sub. Then it's like yeah, there is like a very big difference.
Yeah.
But it's fun to kind of be like, okay, compared to how it was back then without the internet to now, I don't
You know, that
think
was a good
we
point
would
what
have.
you said though. Like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, what I watched dubbed, and then like you were saying, Super, I had to watch subtitled because it was only out in Japan at the time.
Hmm.
So then I switched. And it was weird at first, but then it was like, okay, well, I guess now they sound like both of these things to me. If
Yeah, because
that was
now
a
I can
weird
hear both
exception kind of
language.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear both. Both conversation, both of their languages in my head now. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, yeah. If I wanted to go back and watch Dragon Ball, it's gonna be in dubbed, and Dragon Ball
Right.
Super will be subbed completely. Probably from here on out, any anime is gonna be most likely subbed, unless there's an
Yeah.
anime that comes out and it is made by America. It is 100% has to be English
Right.
dubbed from the
And
beginning.
I mean, there is
Before.
a couple of those.
Yeah, there is. Unless somehow Japan say, "Oh, you have to watch this in dubbed," and it's like, "I'm okay. This is something totally new and changed up over." But other than that, I don't. I really don't have. I mean, because this has been a big debate for years from
Yeah, it's been
everybody that watches anime. So there's people that rats on, dubs people for watching it in English, rats on other people that watching it sub because they have to read and watch. Like I said, this is like something that should have been changed mostly years ago, or even calmed down because this is kind of like the whole situation with Xbox versus PlayStation.
yeah, I agree.
So, but yeah, it was just a little small debate. Well, not a small debate, a small talk where we wanted to get off our chest, kind of what we feel. But I guess if you think about it, a lot of people will have to be in a point where it's going to be majority of subs. So, but
Just be
hey,
happy you're watching anime and have fun
yeah,
being part of the community. That's about it.
yeah, of course, because during that time we didn't know a lot of people that watch anime.
Nope,
Now it's
nobody.
being put out there through the social media. So you're welcome to watch whatever you in whatever terms that you like to watch it. Dub,
Whichever
sub,
fashion, with however you want, it's all good.
we can give you a great conversation to talk about. Uh, but hey, I guess that will be the end of this Shibui talk. Even though this was just a short one, it was a lovely conversation.
Absolutely.
So we will be closing up Shibui Anime Tavern for this video. And anyway, English dubbed or sub, y'all. Make sure y'all tell us what y'all prefer down there in the comments. I know I said it earlier, but hey, give us a big reason why. Because that's also another way that we get to know you guys as well. And make sure you guys, if you're new, make sure you all subscribe. If you're enjoying this video, make sure y'all hit that big blue thumbs up. Likes, share, subscribe, however that's supposed to go.
Yes, sir.
And the Shibui Anime Tavern will be closing up shop. Darklight Anime.
Thanks, you guys,
And
for
my
watching. We'll see you next time.
Cheerio.